I think they've made caps where like a kid wouldn't be able to, a dish detergent cap is wide enough where a kid wouldn't be able to get it off. It kind of, they redesign things so that...
What kind of dish detergent you're using, man? They're like that big.
No, the cap is big, so you can pour detergent into it. Wait, I'm talking laundry detergent.
Talking dish detergent.
But that's up on the top. That's not under the sink.
I keep the refill under the sink.
Well, that could be mistaken for orange drink by a wandering child.
I don't have kids.
Thank God.
Thanks.
No, I'm saying just out of there not being kids here. I'm glad. Not that you wouldn't... Yeah, I'm saying I'm glad they're not here.
I couldn't have any of this shit in here if there were kids here. I've got loaded guns in here.
One's...
glass objects.
I'm looking right at one that... I mean, it's on the floor. It stood up, but it's on the floor. So it could be easily...
Yeah, I mean, if there were like an earthquake here and that thing fell over... Yeah, that's it. I guess maybe that's what I'll tell them.
Yeah, it was a Rube Goldberg-like... yeah. They used to have Pez dispensers that were little guns that would shoot the Pez into your mouth. Not when I was a kid. This is before my time, but it was a thing.
I've got a little toy gun somewhere. There it is. I don't know what it was supposed... I think it was supposed to be a lighter, perhaps, at one point.
Where are you looking?
Oh, I'm grabbing it. It's a little thing. I mean, it could be a real Derringer.
It's got the little orange dealies, so it's recent. Yeah. That's pretty neat. The orange tips in the barrel, that became law a few years ago. It's not that long ago, but it's...
Oh, it's been a long time.
It's
man.
At least 12 years ago. At least.
I would say. I mean, I remember them having them when I was a kid, even.
I think it might have started in the 90s.
They had red ones. They had the red-tipped ones.
Because we had the actual replicas with, it was Rambo and G.I. Joe and shit. And we just ran around with replica weapons.
Yeah, BB guns.
Yeah.
I mean, even BB guns, I think, had red tips. Some of them did.
Red tip matches. Remember that? They're still around. Aren't red tip matches the ones you can strike on anything? Or is that blue?
It just depends. They make strike anywhere matches.
Oh boy.
They cost extra though.
Yeah. Because you can do something very illegal with them. It's actually detailed in the real Frank Zappa book. Just leave it at that.
I mean, we used to do the same thing with the caps back in the day.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm not going to say anything about it and put it on a podcast on YouTube. It's, those days are gone.
Same thing with the caps from the cap guns. So we always say cap guns.
One time my friend's dog ate a roll of caps and crapped them out. And they were popping when they were, I don't know if that really happened. I think that was bullshit. He just walked out.
I'm done with this shit. Fucking done.
That was hilarious. Here's the thing. There are certain creeds and religions that you can claim membership to that you won't be, what do you call? You can just say it. Nobody will challenge it. If you catch my drift, you can just say, "Oh, I'm this," and no one will challenge it. You will not be challenged, and you will receive not special treatment, but people will leave you alone. Just something I've noticed. Something I plan to appropriate somehow with my own beliefs. Where I can just say, "Hey, I'm this. There is no head of what I'm claiming to be a part of, so I will not be challenged." Pepsi has it's just very, the sugar is very prominent. That's what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. Have you ever had Coke syrup?
What do you...
Just the straight up syrup that they add the carbonation to.
I mean, from like the box at the restaurant.
That's one way it comes.
I mean, had the stuff with the make at home soda. Just
I remember that phase. That was a lot of fun. I don't want to say the brand name. Probably wouldn't. It doesn't matter, but
Shaky J used to do it.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Haribo Happy Cola gummies, the little cola bottles. You just have to be, you're locked and loaded for a whole bag of the same flavor. That's the thing. It's all right, but it's probably closer to Pepsi than Coke, the flavor. I don't know if you agree.
I've never had them.
Really? The gummy cola bottles. The top third is clear. It looks like a little bottle, and they're delicious. They taste like cola. I do like them. Sometimes they hit the spot. They tend to be tougher than regular Haribo Gold Bears. They're more chewy. I don't know if that's just the nature of the beast as far as having a clear, making it look like a bottle, or if it's a little thicker. Might be a little thicker than a gummy bear. There's a whole tactility with gummy bears and the little points of their appendages and their nose. It'd be interesting if you find out how many gummy bears you've eaten in your life. I bet at least 7 or 8. Maybe 10. Million. Fresca is pretty decent for dissolving candy. But you know what does it the best is tonic water. I used to take tonic water and mix it with pre-sweetened Kool-Aid, and it would make a volcano. A big pink volcano.
Don't say pink volcano.
Ew. And it would leave, what you could drink what was in the...
No.
Yeah.
We gotta change.
Not the volcano, the bottle. Call it lava.
Yeah, it's gonna make my stomach rumble some more.
thinking about gummies?
No.
Or just the soda on your stomach and your gut? Yeah, all I got is coffee and soda in my gut. I feel like I'm going to work in the 90s. Except I'm stoned, which I would not have been. So I would be screaming at motorists. What's your feeling on like vanilla Pepsi or that sort of thing?
I drank the vanilla Coke for a while. I like cherry, alright. But it's I don't know, man.
Super sugary.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit too much. I don't know. Yeah, I'll stick with the regular stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sprite. Even Sprite.
I don't like Sprite.
Yeah.
I love 7-Up. I don't like Sprite.
7-Up is the superior one there.
Oh man, Sprite tastes like shit.
No, it's like the formula's reversed.
Yeah.
Whereas Pepsi is more sugary than Coca-Cola in their most popular incarnation in the alternative. Pepsi's got them whooped. Just one more reason. I mean, which one does the Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb? I can't remember how they're affiliated.
Mr. Pibb became Pibb Extra.
Yeah, but it's still a subsidiary of either Pepsi or Coke.
Yes. I just don't remember which.
I guess if you can get a Coca-Cola, I think you can get a Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, I mean, he's just... He's got the title on Mr. Pibb, you know?
Yeah, I really loved Mr. Pibb for a time, though. We used to come down and get it and bring it back up with us to Jersey. It wasn't... You couldn't get it up north. And then finally, it started making its way up north. And there became this whole thing between drinkers of Dr. Pepper and drinkers of Mr. Pibb, to the point where there is, I think it's American Dad. There's a whole episode about what I'm talking about where they stock up on Mr. Pibb because it's going away. And I told you it became Pibb Extra. As far as I know, these are just prune sodas. But they have the most hardcore defenders, both of them.
A1 is a prune sauce.
Prune sauce.
And it is delicious.
There's nothing like A1.
Oh, it's delicious. I mean...
You crack the bottle open and you smell it and it makes the glands at the base of your jaw swell up. Oh, it's so good.
I would carbonate it.
I just want to constantly be eating meat that I can put it on. You know, just steaks and stuff.
It'll make a cheap cut of meat taste good, too.
Yeah. Fucking A1. It's well named.
I finally went out and got myself another bottle of Sriracha.
Sriracha, yeah.
Just, I mean...
Delicious.
It's ketchup.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.